Yeah. Permission to speak. Yeah. Permission to speak. Yeah. Permission to speak. Permission to speak. Permission to speak. Really. Yeah. Permission to speak. Permission to what? Permission to speak. Permission to speak. Permission to speak. Freely permission to speak. Permission to speak. Freely.
To get married and not want to keep that marriage healthy, keep that marriage strong, continue to build together. You got the wedding and the pictures and shit, and now all of the work that you put in to get to that point, you feel like at that point you succeeded. Well, the success is until one of you die.
To death do you part. To death do you part, man. If I gotta go out, I'd rather go out like that. And one of the lines, man, that I've been catching me on this honesty streak. Even more honest, more like I said, man. I smoke chronic, so I'm blunt. I've been saying to wifey, if I can't be myself, I don't see us being together. If you can't be yourself with me, I don't see us being together. And I would hope that you wouldn't see being with me if you couldn't be you. If I can't be me with you, it won't work. And it's just the honest, raw truth of each other of, I want to be as kiddish some days as I can feel and play around and laugh and giggle. And then some days I want to really be an adult and stay out late and stay up and drink and eat food and have sex. You know what I'm saying? Like do man. I want to do grown up stuff.
Enjoy each other.
Absolutely.
Enjoy each other like we used to. We know we've had the cupcake phases, the honeymoon stages. Like why can't we stretch out the honeymoon phase to last fucking forever? It's gonna be some rough times. I'm not going back on what I said. It ain't gonna be peaches and creams, rainbows, lollipops all the motherfucking time. But can we keep that shit rocking for as long as we can and put forth that effort to make sure we both happy? Now, your happiness is not my responsibility.
You gotta repeat that though.
Your happiness is not my responsibility. My happiness is not your responsibility. But while we're here, let's be good for each other.
Mm-hmm.
Is that too much to ask? What do you like? Oh, he likes to do this. He likes to eat this. You know what I'm saying? Let me learn how to cook that. You know what I'm saying? I know she does a lot of, she getting her workout on. Let me make sure I'm offering some back rub, some foot rub. You know what I'm saying? Let me offer, babe, you want to go take a fucking walk. You know what I'm saying? Get into what your spouse is into. If I'm watching some shit you never even thought about taking an interest in, you know what I'm saying? Let me sit down with you. What you doing? Oh, that's interesting. What you watching? Oh, that's cool. I like that little show you be watching. That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And really get to know, because that's where you keep that shit going. It's the small things. You know what I'm saying? The trips and shit is cool, but the bonding really comes in when we're investing in each other's interests and supporting each other and all that type of shit, man. Speaking of trips, you had a pretty eventful fucking birthday, I heard.
Yeah.
I almost had to drive up Fly over something, underground tunnel, something.
Yeah, wifey actually will. She prefer. We talk about that later. just on the strength of like. So I'll say this, man, because she wanted to talk about it with us. She wanted to talk about it with us, and I'll save that for extra details with her. But I will say this, man. I love the fuck out that woman, and me just being me, I had to kind of micromanage the event because it was like, hey, don't tell me what's going on because don't tell me what's going on because I want to be surprised. And she held her composure all the way until, the day. So when we leave,
which is hard as fuck to do,
which is very hard, man. And I'm telling her, but I'm saying this to her like, hey, we are practicing trust.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to trust you. Even with me, I need to trust you. Do not tell me where we're going. Do not tell me. I want to be surprised and I want my expression to be authentic. So she like, oh my God. Oh my mother God. Can't hold water cup. Nigga can't hold water with a cup. I'll be damned. But she extended it out. She gave the look. She do the card thing of I got to pick which card.
Oh shit.
So it was cool, man. I picked the one card and we went to Detroit. So
watch this.
I'm like, all right, bet, man. We go to Detroit, which is only like a 2.5 hour drive from Cuyahoga County from Cleveland 216. And we went to the hotel was called the Leo Collection. And I'm like, look at her just being creative, connecting shit. And I'm like, this she wanted to have a baby or something. She about to ask for something big.
Man.
But I was in love with that. We got some of the best sleep we had probably in months. When we touched down, and we speaking freely, when we touched down, we had got something to eat, I want to say. We touched down, got something to eat, got a dope session in. Though I was real proud of us, like together. Sure. I'm like, ain't no kids, ain't nobody here to interrupt. It's like, yeah. And after we had our session, we both went to sleep and slept and slept and just slept.
Man, hey,
we slept the first day, and it was like I woke up the next day, like 4 or 5 a.m.
Stand on the balcony, butt ass nigga.
I opened up the window. We ain't no balcony though. But I'm like, damn, I ain't. But I felt rejuvenated. I felt like beyond the getting some good buns type session, it was like, hey, nigga, I ain't had a good night rest, uninterrupted, not having to pick up the children, wake up the kids, go to work, let out the dogs, none of that. None of that. It was like, hey, I get to make love to my woman, lay up in the bed. The mattress was stiff as shit. It was hard than a motherfucker. It was hard.
I don't know of many hotels that got the mattress game right.
Man, I don't know. It'd be a lot of people. They ain't trying to have too many niggas be too comfortable fucking on them, man. It's just for the show, and then you go. Yeah. But we slept the whole first night. Next day we got up, got a chance to see the city. She exposed me more to the surprise that she had of like, hey man, we going to Canada. I'm like, I ain't got my passport. Like, I got it for you. I'm like, she about to ask for a baby, bro. She laying it on thick with the surprises.
She about to get one any fucking way.
But we did sign up to be adoptive parents.
Y'all did?
Yeah. That's something we seriously are considering, man. That's like a strong consideration of.
That's big. That's huge.
My uncle and aunt made it believable, but I say that for another time. So that being said, man, we ended up going to see the city. We go to Canada, but we go through customs. And when we go through customs, I'll halt the story there and I'll wait till Nessa come through and she'll tell you the rest, man.
Y'all make sure y'all tune in for that story. I can't wait to hear it. I want to be surprised. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Freedom Speakers. We're going to let y'all know when we put that one out. can't wait to hear it. I know it's gonna be lit.
I'll say this, man. It rivals Hangover.
Oh shit.
It rivals the first Hangover.
The first one.
It's like, hey
Second
man, wake up. What's going on? What happened? Dougie, Doug, oh Dougie, Doug.
I don't want to know shit else. I don't want to know shit else, man.
But I say this, man, I say it every birthday, but just probably was the best birthday thus far. Just on some,
they should get better and better.
Man, each birthday has a new trip, something new that's added to it, something that's happened that is like, I made it home.
Yeah.
That's a fucking story right there. Like, I made it back home.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But
listen, man. Speaking of better, speaking of new, for those that I don't want to put your age out there, you know.
No, for sure, man.
Hey, my man's 36.
36.
Jerome Bettis.
Get the bus.
Pause. I'm about to say, about to bust on these niggas.
We ain't gonna not quite,
but what is move? Because I know how I get when I'm a month behind you.
Mm-hmm.
My birthday, a little over, like a month and a week after yours, 5 weeks after yours. And I often find myself in transformation mode. I want to do something dramatic. Remember, I was talking shit about cutting my hair.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't cutting.
I'm like, this nigga needs some ass.
You know what I'm saying? I need
something dramatic.
I started working out. I've been consistent with my workouts. You know, I've been my diet's trying to do better there again because I do. I ain't gonna say I do these diets frequently. This is my second time really honing in. Like I need to transform. I need to do something better, different. I need to be better with my kids. They need more structure. Let me implement, and that happens around like a month or two before my birthday. Just aiming to be better. Moving into this new age of 36. What's your steps, your goals, your milestones just for this year? What's the mantra for year 36? Chief.
Well, actually, man, my mantra this year, I did have Jerome Bettis in mind, 36, the bus.
That's the only one I knew off the top.
But I actually went with Marcus Smart.
Okay.
I went with Marcus Smart, man. Just like probably underrated point guard.
Yeah, you get some green on your head, you got to be Marcus Smart.
You got to be Marcus Smart. And, bro, you gotta be a tough defender.
Yeah.
You got to be a tough defender, and you got to be able to put up buckets. You got to be able to, but as 36, man, I'm a fan of Boston. I'm a fan of Marcus Smart. I became a fan when I saw the kind of pressure and defense he was able to put on Steph Curry.
Yeah.
And put on just the guard position, but I got to really see him take Steph Curry and that team. Like everybody, they were a high power offensive team. Don't get me wrong, man. You had Jaylen Brown, man. You know, you had these other power guys, but he was still a facilitator. He still had to put that pressure on Curry, man. So, but that being said, just the grittiness of him, man, the roughness of him, that tenacity that he has, certain skills that he has that you can't train. You can't train hustle. You can't train grit. You can't train attitude. You know, there's certain things can't train 7 feet.
Yeah.
You gotta have that attribute, and then it's sharpened, man. So Marcus Smart is my guy for this year, 36.
Good stuff, man.
But that's the mantra. Now, personally, it's the R&D, man, the research and development within myself of me revising and developing plans to move forward. I like to look at myself to be very self-disciplined, self-motivated, a lot of self things. And I'll write down the things that I need to do and the things that I want to do. And I believe that people who write them down have a better chance of completing them.
For sure.
And I got into that habit of I do it as often as I can. It's normally a daily thing. Either I write it manually or I put it in my phone, but a transformation generally comes around birthdays or it comes around holidays, or I'm a business person. A different transformation comes every quarter.
Yeah.
I need a different mentality. I need third and fourth quarter, I'm always Jordan, or I'm always LeBron, or I'm always Kobe, but I'm always that give me the ball, I'm gonna make something happen.
Yeah.
Especially if we get a good enough lead. Normally the star don't have to play the fourth quarter. Normally. So if I'm able to transform myself, or I find me in these transformations, or I label them recalibrations, I recalibrate myself. I have a conversation of realignment of this is what I want to do. And I found us having that conversation over the weekend during vacation. First things first, I want to have a better relationship with my kids. My son is stepping into that age of middle school. He's going into the 6th grade. I want to be there to coach him and mentor him and have him mentally tough and be able to teach him the lessons and be more nurturing to him. I think he understands and got the clear picture of how grunt and gritty his father can be with him, along with the lectures of like, hey man, I love you, man. That's why I'm not giving up on you, my nigga. But I gotta be tough with you, and I gotta help you see these things through, because you need to learn to complete things. Me being able to tell him that, I feel like will put him eons ahead, because he's getting the understanding, he's getting the lesson being broke down to him, and not just feel like he has to do something because I'm the adult and I'm always right. No, as I expressed to him, and grown-ups we're not always right. So yeah, you deserve an apology if we're wrong. And when we're wrong, you deserve an apology. So with him, I want to make sure I'm getting that relationship with him nice, good and tight, so that he can come and talk to me and feel comfortable to come and talk to me, and like he does now, but I know heavier things are going to come. So I want to be able to make sure I got that door open, like, hey, this is where we develop a friendship, because I'm your parent first, I'm your father first, I'm going to protect you first, but I want you to feel comfortable to come and talk to me and tell me, hey, as a girl that you like, or, you know, you want to do this or do that. Or he asked the other day, like, man, he wanted to buy one of his friends a gift. He was like, can I do some more chores or work so I can like make some money?
That's hard.
I'm like, yeah, for sure, man. He was like, I saw my friend cut the grass. Can you teach me how to cut the grass?
Yeah.
I'm like, for sure.
We're going to be tapping into that.
I'm like, for sure, man. So I want to be able to, as I teach him, and strong hands make a man. Strong hands mean a man. I'm a laborer. I'm a craftsman. I work with my hands. You give me tools, I'm a bad boy. So making sure I got that with him. And then Cairo, I want to make sure that I'm being more disciplined with him. Though my baby is identified to be on the spectrum, as a parent who still takes care of him every day, that's one of the many labels that he could wear. I'm not even a label person. However, you're still my son. You're still a man. You still smart. You still this. You still that. It's still principal values you need to learn. I need to be more tough on him, because though he is a baby, though he was a preemie, though he's this, he still has to make game. Mommy can't keep babying him, and I can't keep babying him, because I'll baby him too. I'll pick him up, I'll hold him, he get to crying, I just give him what he want. In my mind somewhere like, hey man, he wasn't even a pound. He was like 14 ounces.
Give him a break.
Yeah, I mean, he had a hard life. But when I get to see him and like his rawness, I get to see him raw, like, hey, you just got us. You need a daddy. Or when I get to see how he behaves, man, but it's like I want to make sure that I'm staying diligent with him. I'm staying tough with him. I'm staying that father figure that he needs, that man of like, hey man, your mom and everybody, we got that covered on kissing and hugging you and making sure you good. However, the worst is behind us now. The worst is behind this nigga. All this crying or this fussing or this terrible 2, even though you 3, but my baby a little behind on the timing because he was so early. You ain't about to fool us. Or you ain't about to fool.
Yeah.
Yo, mammy.
That's important, man.
You can't, I'm not going to like, hey, I'll tell him. And KJ like, hey, man, that's my woman. Don't you womanize her. That's for me to do. Don't you do that shit. Go get your own.
Go get your own, man.
Go get your own. Go get your own woman, nigga.
Yeah, real shit, man. Hey, 36, dude. I'm proud of you. Happy belated birthday once again. I'm excited. I think it's kind of dope that we get the up levels together. As always, nigga, you go first. He was born first. Had son first. His birthday first in the year.
My mama was fucking early.
I stay behind like a good 2 months, nigga. That stopped me to get a new car.
But I say this, man, as we talk and we counsel each other, I think that's very, very important that we demonstrate how kings are diplomatic, how we can communicate with each other about what we feel at home in that realm, how we feel just individually, you know, as a man, and even in our careers, knowing like that's really a balance of another place that we need to feel powerful and feel useful and feel valued. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just be, you already sometimes got to, you know, take on what happens at the home, and the man sometimes doesn't get the gratitude he deserves because it's kind of, is the narrative is heavily pushed. He's supposed to do that.
Right. It's expected.
However, I'm not in a place today to argue that or debate that. I do understand the narrative of we as men protect and provide. So certain things that fall under the category of protect and provide, it's very easy for that woman to shift and say, hey, that's on you. Granted, okay, fine. As long as that street is a two-way street, which is fair traffic, that I can say, hey, the expectation is on you to do X, Y, and Z, especially if I have to stand tall in mind of you supposed to. It's expected of you to do. It's like, okay, well, if I'm going and I done killed the hog, I done cut it up, and I done drug it home, do I gotta cook it too? Because if I do, I just cooked it where I killed it. Most craftsmen, most woodsmen will cook it where they kill it.
Yeah.
But because I have someone at home and I have children potentially, I'm going to need another skill or another craftswoman who has certain skill sets for me to say, hey, I have a wife at home that can debone a fish. Mm-hmm. Man, she can go ahead and cut that whole hog up and feed all of us. Man, we got pig ears, feed tail, chitlins, whatever. When she took that chicken, got me the big titty.
It's always one bigger than the other.
And I like that little odd titty that be bigger. I like that one. It just be looking at me like, what's up? Hey. But I want to be able to have that spouse that I can rely on and that offers that relief.
Sure. That's where the balance comes in. Like you said, if I go out there in the wild and I get the hog and I load him up in the truck and I bring him home and I drain him and I cut him up. Hey, can you clean him and, you know, season him up and cook him?
Put some potatoes on there.
Like that's where the balance comes in. You know, as men and women, we don't do the same thing. You know what I mean? The analogy is put out there a lot, you know, as much as in relationships nowadays, like as much as we want to say we don't do the gender roles thing, traditional gender roles. The image that comes to mind when I hear that is, first of all, it's a white woman. You know what I'm saying? I love Lucy looking, you know what I'm saying?
Apron
curly hair,
shit.
apron, you know what I'm saying? Apron and heels. You know what I'm saying?
Which it's not realistic.
It's not comfortable. Dustin and shit. The man come home looking like Vision and WandaVision. Honey, I'm home. Traditional
corporate
gender
briefcase.
Roles. However, there are very much still. How many women out there between the age of 20 and 35 going out there cutting that grass? By show of hands, please.
Maybe in my studies, it's probably less than like 3 or 5%.
Yeah, not a lot. It may be you, but it ain't the woman standing next to you.
It is more none than
absolutely.
There's more people not doing it than they are.
It's several women right now who raised their hand. I cut my grass. If you had a choice, though, would you? You know, because I'm pretty sure it ain't a man sitting inside that house with his feet kicked up watching the football game while you out there cutting that grass. So there are absolutely gender role when it comes to certain things.
Are you gonna let your wife clean the gutters?
No. She ain't getting up there. She gonna call me outside too much for one. Hey, I do it. You know.
How am I supposed to take this out? Like,
yeah, certain shit not gonna happen. Huh? How many of y'all, just on the smaller scale, you call your man to come kill that spider?
Hey, or if
My
y'all
wife came and
together
got me out the bed this weekend.
On bug duty?
I'm like 60% sleep. I'm in a good, I was so damn tired this weekend, but I was 60% there. She come up, who? I need you to come here. What is it? It's a spider downstairs. Yeah, I got 2 boys downstairs. Get one of them. Shit.
House full of shoes.
Shoes all over the place. Get my daughter to kill him up. Like, Lennox, hey, the mommy gonna pick you up and you just hit it. Okay, she'll be with it. She a thug. But
Need some food.
she a goddamn thug. But our ginger rose, man, and we in bed, you hear a bump in the night. I wish my woman would. Let me go see what's down there. Go sit your motherfucking ass down. I went Bernie.
Yeah,
Did
like,
you hear it?
what the fuck is you gonna do?
Bernie just came up out of me. I didn't mean to do it. Let me go handle it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Can we all? I know we can agree with that. Even if you do cut grass and kill spiders, here bumping at night, you got a man laying next to you. Babe, go see what that was. You gonna be looking at that man like he crazy. You go check that out. You know what I'm saying? So there are absolutely gender roles. I don't know how we got on that. Got on that topic.
Just the dynamic in the household, what we talking about with the kids, and then, in the relationships and
Balance.
The balance.
When it comes to the balance. So certain things she will do and certain things that we would do as men. As much as we want to ignore gender roles these days, they're there. Mm-hmm. Whether you want to admit it or not. They're absolutely there. And we got to get back to that at some point, man. Our community, man, it ain't looking good. Folks ain't getting married no more.
Yeah, I'll say this, man. I'll stand on this. I believe in gender roles.
Yeah.
Just on, the Venn diagram of the men, him, her. I ain't about to be clearing up shit. Him, her, and what y'all both can do together.
Yeah, for sure. But here's the thing, though. I'm gonna say this really. I believe in gender roles as well. Majority of the time, the lines only get blurred because, see, we can do what women can do. Gender roles. Well, I ain't talking about pushing out no baby. I can hear y'all now. I can wash the dishes, but you ain't about to put these countertops sinking. You know what I'm saying?
You can assist me, maybe.
Yeah,
you can assist me.
I can cook pretty goddamn well, might I say. Spent a lot of time with my grandma. But you ain't about to be putting up no drywall. You see where it gets, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can do what you can do, but can you really step into what a man should do or is, quote unquote, supposed to do and be successful ultimately? And that's where it gets blurred. You're right. We gotta have that balance. I remember one time my grass was looking bad, bro. It was looking rough. I'm about to get another notice on the door from the city. First time I ain't have a lawnmower. Just got the house. We moved in the fall, so the grass wasn't growing any damn way. Made it all the way through the winter. Springtime hit. That shit growing. Ain't have a lawnmower. All right, I'm gonna go get one on Wednesday or whatever. They put a notice on the door like Monday. Like, bitch, I'm woofing.
Yeah, y'all.
Leave me alone.
I'm gonna get to it.
Straight up. But I'm going to get home. I'm gonna get home. And I'm the type, if I'm need to get something done, I need to get straight to it. Don't sit down. I put my grass cut shit on, my goggles. I get into it. I got a whole fit on. I don't want grass getting in my hair and shit. Gotta make sure I wrap my shit up, I'm getting my grass cutting gear on. My wife asks me, "But what we having for dinner?"
Stay with us. We'll be right back. Here at Therapeutic Relations Healthcare Services, we provide essential services to essential people. We offer 24-hour residential care, transportation, adult day, and vocational training. We provide a safe and healthy environment that teaches daily living skills while offering activities that stimulate. Our passion goes far beyond the care of our clients. Our staff are highly trained professionals equipped to handle what comes their way. We like to think of ourselves as people first employers. Accept the challenge and join our team now at Therapeutic Weekend.
I said, okay, now it wasn't a, boo, what would you like for dinner? Chicken or steak? It wasn't that. It was a, hey, you think of, and I don't mind that. I do that actually, pretty often. We balance there. Hey, I'm feeling this. You ain't feeling that? All right, we can have that. I'm cool with that. I ain't really got a taste for that. Let's do this. Fuck it, you eat what you want, I eat what I want. Sometimes it goes down that way. On this particular day, I'm kind of like, all right, I'll figure out dinner if you about to go outside and cut this grass. That's what I'm about to do.
Right.
So at this point, although we don't do the traditional gender role thing either. However, on this day, I believe it was Thursday. On this day, hey, I'm about to go do this. I need you to handle that. Please. Pretty please. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it all right now. I can't be in here. Let me try to figure it out. Hey, sweetie, baby, I need you to look out for us right now because I'm about to go outside and do this. I'll be out there about 90 minutes. Because I do the front, the back, I edge it up, spray my shit, cut the bush. I get into it.
It's a session.
Low key, I'm out there having fun.
It's a session, bro. It's a session. It's a session.
Nigga, I'll stand out there for another 15 just looking. Yeah, that shit look good. I'm gonna do it diagonal next time. I'm gonna see how that shit.
Hey, you ever finish cutting your grass and seen like, hey, I got one more pass. I done missed this little strip right here.
I'm gonna do some checkers out this motherfucker next week.
Kill these.
Some checkers out this bitch. By the way, man, thank you. The weed killer stuff that you gave me, the weed and feed spray to hook up to the hose, that shit worked. All right. Now I had to hook my water hose up from inside and bring it around. I couldn't reach the tree lawn. My hose 100 feet, 150 as long as a bitch. But because I had to take it through some obstacles, it didn't reach all the way out. So I wasn't able to spray the front tree lawn. Today, I was looking at that shit like I'm looking at my grass. I don't see them weird ass weeds popping up with a little dickhead on them. I don't see them. But I look out on that tree lawn. They're there because I wasn't able to reach there.
Couldn't get that one.
So I was like, oh, that shit worked. I even sprayed a little in the back. Had something just hit it out there real quick. But primarily, nigga, front lawn. And then I got them two fucking side, nigga. I got 4 lawns.
Yeah, man. You got
2 little side lawns. What the fuck?
You got like a little traffic community way, man, the way the lawn set up.
It's kind of a lot. When you add that shit up, it's a lot of fucking grass.
I see how you was like that one time. Like, hey, man, nigga, I think I'm gonna have to give me a ride more. I'm like, no, nigga.
That shit would have been unnecessary as fuck.
You would have finished the lawn in like 11, 12 minutes, man. One of them, like,
for real, man.
I gotta cut the neighbor shit, nigga.
Yeah,
Bitch, it didn't get all the way hot yet.
Yeah, for real. But no, man. But balance is what I add. Balance. If I'm putting something in place for the children to do, hey, man, back me up. Enforce that. You know what I'm saying? Because I make sure I'm intentional with my wife. I'm making sure, and I'm sure my mama's out there gonna feel me on this. Them kids ain't listening to you all like that. And daddy gotta step in. Hey! That's how we parent most of the time. Hey! That's all we gotta do. We easy. I have to enforce what you said. And I'm not gonna take, hey, go clean that room. Hey, didn't mommy tell you to go clean your room? So it ain't me stepping in and me telling you, it's me intentionally backing mommy up. I'm president of the Fuck These Kids Association.
And I'm the chairman.
Yeah. Didn't mommy ask you to do something? Go get it done before we jump your shit.
I'm gonna take your head and she gonna get your knees.
Straight like that.
Gonna break your ass down.
Straight like that, man. Balance, ladies and gentlemen. Balance,
So I say
balance,
this,
balance.
man, when it comes to that balance, man, it reminds me of a quote that I use, and I actually put it up on Facebook. And I used emojis to kind of describe it. And you were a Libra, right?
Virgo.
Okay,
Yeah.
my apologies. But shout out to the Libras.
They come later in the month.
They come later.
September 23rd, 24th, something like that.
Yep. Our producer, Crystal, she a Libra.
Yeah.
She a Libra. So you got
Virgos
Leo,
start-
Virgo, Libra.
Yeah, Virgos start August 26th. My daughter a Virgo, my baby girl a Virgo. She kick off the Virgo season, I believe, on the 26th.
Okay.
You know, I believe.
So I use this thing with her, and I say to her, like, she a Libra. And I'm like, man, the way the Zodiac is set up, I'm like, man, I'm the Leo. I'm the leader. I'm the one that kind of set the tone and set the balance. When it gets to the Virgo, it's like, hey, I didn't lost control of something somewhere. Virgo gotta help make sense of it. Be the great ally. Because then if it gets to the Libra, now things is hanging in the balance. But I have really good relationships with Virgos and with Libras. Got really good, and with Aries. I have really good relationships with people. But
It's an earth sign. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I'm learning because my sisters and them send me stuff all the time. Like, yeah, you're a Leo. You're this, that, and the third. You're whiny. This is this. I'm like, I don't fucking know, but thank you.
I'm just out here living.
Thank you for helping me find myself.
Find my center.
But you know, the relationships and that balance, man, just taking it to the Zodiac, I think that's, you know, pretty cool. But when it comes to that balance and that relationship, some people think balance is like the Libra scale. They think it's just up and down like that. When balance really can be the clown in the circus juggling.
Yeah.
Still a balance in that. I still gotta have control. Shit you might think is unorchestrated when it really is. You know, so to say when it comes to like the relationships, man, I feel like it's very heavy to find balance due to, as we stated, man, there's so many different things of people like, hey man, I'm a woman, I don't do this, or I'm a man, I don't do that. And having these gender roles, I feel like having a balance and having roles that you play beyond just the gender. It's like if I'm a husband, that's a role.
Yeah, for sure.
I got husband role. You know what I'm saying? You a wife, you got wife roles. I want to be able to say, hey man, my wife balances me in this particular way. So I'll give you an example. As I'm finding out more about myself, holidays, birthdays, certain celebrations actually depress me. It actually depresses me. It's like, you gonna forget.
I don't fuck with Christmas. Let me rephrase. I like Christmas. I like seeing the lights and the trees, watching the Grinch and shit. Maybe that's why. But, yo, man, like, where the fuck did I find fucking $1,700 to get all y'all some shit that I couldn't find all goddamn year?
Today.
Where the fuck? $800. Where did I find $800 to just buy shit? I don't fuck with it. Me and my wife, we try to do this. We just gonna make sure the kids have a good Christmas. And that's the thing of it for me. It's kind of like, because, man, shit always coming up. Like I told you, man, just put a band in the car. 942. Knock down.
Round it up, bro. It's in there.
Well, it's supposed to be like 12. It's supposed to be like 12. So I'm thankful. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, some shit always coming. So around Christmas, and it's something going on every fucking month. Every month of the year, it's something put in place to run up in our pockets. Not including our own birthdays and anniversaries and shit like that.
Celebrations that you just, Junebug got out.
Yeah, hey, it's been 2 years. Celebrate again. But nah, man, I'm like you, man. Birthdays and stuff. Even my own birthday, especially my own birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do my own research and development and be in my transformation mode. I want to better myself at something. I'll share my theme with y'all a little later this month, but ultimately, man, it stresses it. I don't feel good about it. I'm not good at like planning something special for somebody. It ain't really my thing. We could do something. I'm gonna try, but I'm not excited about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm more so doing it because, and this ain't I don't want nobody to have this feeling towards me. I'm not doing it because it's gonna sound bad. I'm not doing it because, hey, I want to do something special for your birthday. I'm excited. Oh, she's gonna love this. I'm doing it. It's like, all right, I'm her man. That's what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. How much? Ooh. What if we like get on the boat and like you spin the block, drop us off in half, like you know? But like, I'm with you, man. I'm with you on the holiday.
I catch me sad and not as excited about them as an adult. And that normally, that comes from being a person, as I expressed to my wife, like as the man we take care of in our relationship, and I only can speak singularly for our relationship. However, if you identify with this, feel free to, I'm speaking for you too.
Yeah, for sure.
As I'll express to her, as the man, I facilitate every day. I still got to make sure things are done and handled and protected and provided for and orchestrated. And I stand in that position honorably and proudly. However, I do get weary. And when we have certain days, such as birthdays, Christmases, bar mitzvahs, any type of day, where the pressure is on to serve and to present and to kind of show and go out, I don't care for it. Because it's still me having to facilitate that day in some way, and it's normally financially. And if I don't meet the expectation of what I have to do for this event or this day financially, it's like I didn't take care of the day before. It's like I'm not taking care of the day after. It wasn't like I didn't take care of the last event. So it's kind of like I'm only as good as the last good thing that I did.
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck about that.
I think you summed that up like perfect.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about it. So I'm down for events and going out and having fun, but we've gotten to a place now of if I have to still facilitate it, of like paying for it, I don't want to be involved in the planning. I don't want to be involved in packing the bag. I don't want to be involved in cleaning up after nothing. I don't want to be involved in nothing if I got to pay for everything or pay for most of this shit. I got to move shit. I got to clean. I got to cook. I got to meet guests. I got to wash my ass and put on nice clothes. It's like
shoes and shit.
I don't give a fuck about shoes. I'm too free. But it's one of them like, hey, man, that emotionally drains me. It overwhelms me. It's like reality start kicking in. It's like, these people don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Or not even a wellness check. How you doing, bro? You came to mind. Are you gay? I'm happy. But not homosexual. Like, hey, nigga, I thought of you. Thought of you, mommy. I thought of you, brother. I thought of you, sister. I thought of you, cousin.
I wanted to see how you was doing.
You still breathing? Your social media posts look suicidal. No, nigga, I want to make sure you all right.
Make sure you all right, man.
Well, make sure you all right,
I'm with you on that, dude. However, one thing that I will say about myself, I'm gonna have me a spur of the moment event like once or twice a year. Motherfucking Memorial Day, Labor Day, random Saturday, Sunday. Hey, pull up. I happen to have a 36 pack of glizzies.
For sure.
I got some burgers and shit, some chicken, corn, baked. Hey, pull up, come through. Got some wood for the fire pit. Let's light it up. Put the music on. I love having my people around, but that's to my the word I'm looking for. To my discretion, if you will. Mm-hmm. Not because a date is set in place for me to do this. It may happen on one of them random holidays. However, it's like, you know what, nigga, I feel like doing something. There's no expectation for me to do shit on Labor Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July, Juneteenth. Take the Juneteenth off. We're going to do something on Juneteenth.
We doing something Juneteenth.
But I feel like it's when I want to do it. I'm in the mood. I'm gonna clean up on Saturday so we can make this shit happen on Monday, or clean up on, or get the shit together. We're going shopping, and if I'm in the mood, and like I tell my wife all the time, she'll be on the clean up thing on Saturday. Nigga, honestly, man, on Saturday, I'd rather clean up on Sunday. You know, they say you're supposed to work on Sunday. I'd rather clean up on Sunday because.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Please tap into me on IG. That's the primary platform. Permission, the number 2 _ speak freely podcast. That's permission, the number 2 _ speak freely podcast.
Absolutely, straight up. And you can follow me as well. Laylo the most at LAYLOE.THAMOS. And definitely follow us, man. Engage with us, ask us questions. Get engaged, man. Freedom speakers. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And we protect y'all as well. Permission to speak. I need that rest first. I go hard every fucking week. Saturday, first chance, nigga, no alarm. My body waking me up fucking 4:30 anyway. You know what I'm saying? And if I stay asleep and end up waking up fucking 8, nigga, I feel groggy as fuck. Like I slept way too long. That fuck, hey, you gone by 5 o'clock, nigga, gone get up. Cause you're gonna feel like shit later. Relax, get that rest, you know what I'm saying? Go out and see the sun. I may hit the grass, but I ain't trying to be deep cleaning the crib. I more so got the energy to do that on Sunday. To me and my wife, we opposites in that manner. You can ask her. When I'm in the fucking mood to clean up, that nigga gonna fucking clean up.
Right.
Shit, I ain't even no need cleaning. That nigga, he cleaned the fucking pantry out, organized all the pasta sauces, alphabetical order, fucking cleaned it, went out and did the gutters. The grass was cut yesterday. Fucking cleaned her office, cleaned the fucking mud room. I was thinking, oh shit. When I feel like really going in, I'm in the mood, got some good music playing and shit.
Normally that'll do it. The music gets you moving.
I'm cleaning all fucking day. But if I'm not in the mood and you want me to like just join you, and you ain't got to match me on my cleaning beans. If you want to, hey, you gonna take a living room out? Yeah, I done got most of this shit clean before 11 a.m. anyway. You know what I'm saying? But hey, no pressure. Go chill. I got this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to have to match you when you in your cleaning business. I'm gonna feel guilty. You know what I'm saying? Boy, we say they gonna lift my feet up, but I do not want you to feel like he cleaning on this. Let me get up and do. Hey, you relax. I want you to relax. If that's what you feel like doing, see, I want you to be happy. This is where the balance come in. You want to chill. I'ma clean up all this shit. That's pretty fucking. That's balance. I got it all, and you don't feel like doing shit. I mean, I got 100%. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we can meet in the middle, that's fine too. But I don't want you to feel no pressure to feel like you got to go in on this cleaning shit too. I'm in the mood to do this. Don't mean you got to be. You know what I mean? That's just me.
For sure, man. When we do cleaning at the crib, man, I'm like, as we talk about the balance, I'm extremely domestic. Shout out to my mother for teaching her children that, like, very domestic, have a strong hospitality personality. So cleaning or cooking or managing a home, it kind of comes natural.
Yeah.
Along with, I had a serious relationship where I exercised that playing house, as they call it. I was playing house before I got serious and out here in the world and found, my wifey. But I learned in playing house that I could actually manage a household, that I could actually pay bills, grocery shop, balance a checkbook, put in the light fixture, carry in some groceries, move in some furniture, negotiate with the landlord that we late on the rent. You know what I'm saying? I can manage things. I can handle things. So, when we got into our relationship and where we at now, it's an understanding. We still have our days of like chores, or I'll give like little hints to her, she'll give little hints to me of like, I need some help. Or we'll catch the drift of each other. And this is kind of where we are now. We'll catch the drift of each other, what each other is doing. So when I'm outside cutting the grass, that's my stuff. I'm out there cutting the grass, trimming, killing weeds. I'm picking up the dog poop. She ain't picked up dog poop in 5-6 years, man. And the dogs is 42 years old. We had them 6 years. I done picked up every turd, minus accidents in the house here and there. You know what I'm saying? But that's something that I do. I'll do that. I'm doing the outside work. And when I come in, sometimes I'll come in from outside and I'll take off my clothes and I'm like, okay, man, let me put these in the wash. Okay, let me throw these other clothes in here so it's a load. Okay, let me clean off myself in the sink. Damn, this sink dirty. Let me clean the sink out. And then I get to cleaning up in the home. And then when I'm cleaning up in the home, she kind of get this look sometime of like, you trying to tell me to do something? What you trying? But you ain't gotta do that.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta do that. And I'm like, well, I got the bug.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes.
I got the bug. So I'm just what's catching my eye that needs to be handled, I'm handling it. Not to insult your style of cleaning, but wifey know, like, man, I clean like a Mexican. Like, that's in my blood. But I'll get to the task. I'll put the work in and I'll go like, I'm cleaning the corners, I'm cleaning the baseboard. I'm like, man, I don't need to paint. I just need to wipe this shit off.
Detailing.
But I'll have to do each room one by one.
Yeah.
Because if I think about doing the whole house, I'll overwhelm myself just mentally.
Bro, sometimes, man, I remember one time I like really had got Mika's office straight. Man, office ain't but so big, smaller than this room. Bro, I was in that joint a good 3 hours just detailing. I had painted her file, it was wood, I painted that shit white, you know what I'm saying? Went on the vacuum, dusted the ceiling fan, moved this over here, put her extra piece on her desk that we didn't use at the last house because it was too small. I'm like, y'all gonna add that other piece in here. She could put both computers here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Rearrange her shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she need a picture right here. When she doing video calls, like her background whack as fuck. She needs some shit.
She just got satin paint, man. She needs something
gray. Just gray, needs some color. You know what I'm saying? Something bring out your eyes. Something that bring out your outfit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At least your blouse.
Your blouse.
But I understand you there, man. It ain't easy, but it ain't hard either. It has its days just like everything else. Ultimately, I like being a husband. I love my wife. I love my kids. And I can do this shit for some time. This the side I want to be on. I don't want to go outside. I want to go home.
Hey.
I'm be in the house. You looking for me, I'm be in the house.
Hey, I'm responsible.
Straight up. Nigga get an itch, an urge. Like, nigga, what they say, the dating pool got pee in it.
Because everybody left in there shitty. Like, everybody want them.
I ain't
gonna say nobody else want them because any day and time anybody can end up in that motherfucker.
Straight up. You know and that's just an excuse to help stay at home. That ain't nowhere near the only reason, but it's kind of like, what's the alternative? What you say, Unc said.
It ain't like you about to leave a woman and not go be with a woman. Like, unless you making that decision. But it's like, hey, you about to leave a woman and go be with another woman?
Yeah.
Like, you about to run into the same shit.
You left Wendy's to go work at McDonald's? Still make fries, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's just, you went from McDonald's to McDonald's.
My buns have no seats.
Hey, man, but it's, so I'll tell you this, man. I am, as we talked about on one of the other episodes, man, I'm not a casual relationship kind of person with anyone. Yeah. I have to have a connection with that person if we're going to do things and be intertwined with each other, especially on a long-term type of thing.
Yeah, straight up.
So as we were talking about, the balance and in a relationship, and, it is difficult for that woman to be a wife, to be a woman, especially to a man who is high-powered. Mm-hmm. And when I mean high-powered, I mean that man is desirable in a way to the world. His career, his position, his ability to think, to lead, to orchestrate, to strategize, a lot of internals.
To think.
You know what I'm saying? To be a thinking man. He, how all of those things, man, that you have to have a Betty Shabazz. You have to have, a Coretta Scott that understands that man's purpose and helps navigate that and understand like, hey man, it's not going to always be easy, or this position that he has is demanding of him.
Yeah.
It's demanding of him because look, he has to do this because when he comes home and he's safe, and whatever he did protected us. Okay. Like just keeping that in mind. Like he not doing it selfishly. As you and I speak about it all the time in conversations that we've had to have, just the conversations of fate. Like, hey man, these conversations and these decisions aren't made selfishly. They're made to be transparent of like, hey man, if we don't hit a certain mark, we both will have to dust off our resumes. Mm-hmm. And being men, our wives gonna look at us like it's still our fault. They like, well, I got you and you screwing up. It's like, baby, I asked you to mow the lawn and you said no, you wanted to make juice.
I could do bad by myself.
Go right ahead, because I ain't doing bad at all, motherfucker. I won't let me fall. Straight up. So, it's a big understanding and balance that has to come in that, man. So having these casual relationships do not work for me. And me having to have a connection with people and understanding like that relationship between that man and woman. And I want to be vague when I say man and woman. I want that relationship with that man and woman to be a peaceful relationship, and that woman to feel safe with that man wherever she is with that man, and she doesn't have to third guess herself.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, I don't know, so on and so forth. And I say that to say, like, me as a man, you as a man, we play very heavy benefit to our families. Our wives are unrivaled. Don't you dare go after my wife or that position.
Straight up.
That goes from my mama. It goes from my sister. That doesn't have to be another woman that I can be romantic with.
Yeah, for sure.
That can just be another woman. Mama, don't go after my bitch. Don't go after her.
Straight up. No,
Don't do that whole ass shit. Don't do that, mama. I love you, but I'm in love with her.
Yeah. I can't touch you like I
can't. It's a different love.
Can't do that.
It's a different love, but it's like you still get to protect. You still get to provide. You still get the chivalry. You still get all of those things from me, but you don't get the romance. You don't get the intimacy that way. You know what I'm saying?
That brings me to a question before we wrap up for the night. As men, we're gentlemen. And gentlemen in every way. Meaning doing for our women. We've been talking about cutting the grass and making sure we're handling what we're supposed to handle as men.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
You are listening to Permission to Speak Freely, broadcasting from Cleveland, Ohio, 216, home of the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Cleveland Browns, and the Cleveland Guardians. Go Tribe!
That doesn't just stop at our wives. So let's say, I'll put it in question form.
Okay.
If you run inside, let's say your wife stays in the car because you're just running inside to grab the pickup order real quick. Okay. And on your way out from getting your food, there's another woman, whether young or what have you, but we'll just say young for the purpose of this conversation, is walking in. And so you make sure you step to the side, you open the door. Okay, you make eye contact, you smile, she makes eye contact and smiles in return and says, thank you. And you say, you're welcome. You allow the door to close and you go on your merry way. Back to your vehicle with your lady sitting inside. Now your woman saw this shit.
Mm-hmm.
This 4.5 second interaction between you and she, whoever she may be. Does your lady have a problem with this? Does she bring it to your attention? Like, me holding all doors for other bitches and shit. Like, being a gentleman does not stop at you, or even me being courteous does not stop at you. Me being helpful does not stop at you. You, my woman, you get more benefit. However, I'm like that. This is me.
This is who I am.
I'm a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? You don't want me to be snotty to all these other bitches. I saw let me let you answer that first, man, and I'm gonna move on to another question. Would your lady take issue with that?
No, man. And wifey is at this age we are now, we both 36, man. Wifey is pretty easy going when it comes to certain things like that. She used to, because we both scratched our jealousy itch before in our relationship. You know, we've been together 13 plus years. So she used to have an issue with me just laughing and joking around with just random people and just, you know, we just keying until she got a chance to understand and see. Yeah, like I can't be keying with no bitch. She ain't gonna go for that. But her getting a chance to be around me enough to see like, hey, that's just people they gravitate towards you. They migrate towards you. They're magnetic. And on numerous occasions, we done been out and I'll be me, just, you know, charismatic. I'm being funny, whatever it is. And they'll ask her like, man, how do you deal with him? How do you handle him? Cause he's so funny too much. And she'd be like, oh, I drink a lot, whatever. I drink wine. But it really was like her saying, like, hey, babe, I feel like that is very wrong of me to dim you of who you are. Just getting to see, like, man, you're not trying to seek attention from people. People just come, you make people feel comfortable. And people just feel, they just tell you things.
Yeah, for sure.
We done been places and I done just been quiet, bro.
Yeah. And see, we need to represent our women well the same way our women need to represent us well. Men typically don't have a problem with that. But in this age where you got, you know, men more so wanting our women, and not even our women, at least for me, just women in general to be more feminine. I saw a video where a young lady, I wish we could play the audio. Maybe we can. To where this woman was stating that if you not her man, it ain't no reason for her to be feminine towards you or to be nice to you. If she talk like, yeah, what's up, bruh? That's because you bruh. I don't fuck with you like that. These are her words, you know, and that's what she put out. My man get that from me, not you. I see that and I'm kind of like, ugh. I don't want my woman behaving that way, especially intentionally, just because that man ain't yours. You know what I'm saying? I want you to represent me well.
Yeah.
Be nice, be sweet, be feminine. Now, it's lines with this shit. And that line is simply, I'm married. However, represent me well. If I got my boys at the house, and I've seen this shit with a friend of mine, his woman will literally host the gentleman, bringing chips and sausages and shit, little cheese, pepperoni, bread and shit. She's hosting. She ain't like involved in what we doing, but she making sure I'm good. And because I'm attached with my boys right now, they are reaping the benefits of what I get because we together. My woman making sure we all straight. Bringing y'all good. Y'all need anything? Did you want a beer? You want a water? Okay, I got you. That's how it should go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And if it's a stranger, I don't want my woman, you know, unless she fucking gotta be. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, no means fucking no. All right? But, you know, if it's, thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, so that's okay. Oh, no, I'm married. Yeah, I'm, you know, move the fuck on until you gotta pull that shit out your bag. You know what I mean?
Right.
But represent me well. Don't be displaying no shitty ass attitudes, being nasty. You know what I'm saying? Not being at least just who you naturally want to be, even to me. Because then that's making me look like, she probably run that nigga at the house. Not saying we give a fuck about what nobody else think. However, it's about representation. You don't want your kids going out there and acting a fucking fool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want your family, your unit, to represent you well. So I'm gonna have to try and pull up the audio on that, because that one really bothered me. And I left a comment like, hey, nah, they represent me.
Yeah. I'm all for the duality of a personality, and they'll blame it on their zodiac. I'm a Virgotarius.
I'm a Taurus.
Like, okay. However, be an adult and represent yourself and have some etiquette and poise, which means balance and balance to yourself. To purposefully be antisocial towards people due to I just don't fuck with you, or having I can't explain what this person's mentality is, but if you have an on and off switch of, hey, yeah, I am a certain way with my spouse, and yeah, I am this way, then when I'm not, I'm this. It's like, okay.
That takes too much energy for you to
too much
hit
energy.
the switch.
As a man, by default, is either nigga asshole that does nice shit sometimes, a generous asshole, or he a gentleman with grit.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, he gonna do some nice shit, but he don't take no shit. So that woman is like, hey, I'm nurturing to the kids and only the kids, and then I'm seductive and persuasive to my husband, and then I'm bruh to the bruhs because they bruh. Like, okay, a lot, but I get the duality, I get the personality of. So I say, I'm trying to understand. Okay, I'm trying to understand. Wifey will throw on one day, she'll look like a lady, like a girl, got stuff on, put a little brows on, a little updo, whatever. And then the next day she's throwing some J's, t-shirt, jacket, but her personality doesn't change. She's a girl in Jordans. There's a girl in heels. There's a girl in bikini. There's a girl at the gynecologist. You know what I'm saying? She's a girl.
Yeah.
So her being like, okay, yeah, when she with me or with us, she ain't bruh. Is nigga, humor is every human being's commonplace.
Yeah, for sure.
She can crack a joke and laugh and like, oh yeah, but the men in here, what's the ratio? Ain't no other women? Yeah, but I'm gonna leave the room. This for you. Or it even be one of those like, hey, I'm getting ready to have company, baby, and is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
And she'll be like, nigga, you ain't gotta ask me. It's like,
because I'll say this, man. If I know I hang for a good 10 minutes and fuck with my wife's friends, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, all right, babe, I'm about to go holler at King. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do y'all.
Y'all do y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Or, yeah, babe, you want me here? I'll leave something. And that's my generosity. At least y'all want to go grab something to eat or, whatever the case may be. But they got modded. I ain't finna be, you with your girls. Now, if we double, triple, quadruple dating and shit, of course, we all in there together. But if you finna be with your girls, hey, I'm gonna talk my little shit and I'm out. Unless you need something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Or I'll be over here. I'll be in the garage. I'm moving out in 2 years. 2 years. I'm out of there.
I'm not in women business.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, ain't no need for you to be in ours.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be a gentleman to your friends the same way I'm a gentleman with you, with your mama. If your mama call and want to utilize my services of, hey, he be knowing how to put shit together. Hey, come help me. Now you mad. Why the fuck you calling my man? Hey, my being a gentleman does not stop at you.
Don't stop at you.
This is just who I am.
Because me being a man, like you said, me being a man don't stop at you.
Yeah.
If somebody was in the street and you getting to see, they hurt, you a woman, like you looking for a man. You're looking for somebody to rescue you. You're looking for that strength of, everybody just, where's the Avengers at? Somebody need to come and help me. And if I'm just the one that's like, hey man, it's on my conscience to help this person, I can't just walk away. That's expected. It's like, hey, you expected to do that. Great, cool, fine. I don't mind answering the call as long as it's fair. As long as it's fair to say, my stomach should never be rumbling.
Mm-hmm.
My drawers should never be dirty. Like
balls should be empty.
Yeah, balls should be. It helps. It helps, man.
Balls should have an echo in it.
I had
anybody in this.
So
these niggas cleared out. Evacuation
out, man. School's out for the summer.
Balls on 9/11. Get the fuck out of there. Evacuate.
Hey man, straight disposal.
Balls on Katrina.
So
get out.
Natural disaster. Get that shit out there.
Yeah, everybody get out.
Anyway, yeah. So man, I talk to wifey and I tell her things, man, especially in this phase, man, just living a little bit more comfortably, a little bit more free, a little bit more like, hey man, what's the worst that can happen? Me just being honest with you about us, about what I want or my expectations of things, man. And me even putting there the realization on her, like, hey man, it's a certain amount of sex I like. And not just like, but like I need.
Yeah.
And to her, and this is me learning women from her through her and me understanding things too, but her just giving the clarification. She like, hey, in-house dick sometimes be like, oh, it's there. I get it when I won't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, since it's there, whatever, I get it whenever I want to. But it kind of desensitizes the her because it is around so often. It's like,
just swinging around.
Yeah, it's like that workout. It's like that gym equipment that's so close that you're like, I can work out whenever I feel like it, but you sometimes need you go get a gym membership just to leave the house to go. You like, I need that mode. I need to get up and go. I need that trip. Whatever reasoning that's just like, hey man, you just bypassing it because it is already accessible. On the other hand, women who don't have in-house dick tend to try to get fucked 3-4 times a week.
Yeah.
The woman is the opposite of the nigga. All right. The woman is the opposite of the man. If I'm trying to fuck 3-4 times a week, who am I trying to fuck 3-4 times a week? I'm trying to fuck her.
It's just math.
It's only men and women. And some niggas is fucking monkeys. So we're kind of like 2/3 out there, man. Orangutan, man, Fifi. You know what my niggas say? But I'm like, hey, man, no, man, I want that woman. And I want to be able to be like, hey, man, 3-4 times a week is I think is justifiable. It's just about healthy amount of time of working out. Good 30-40 minute session.
Especially since we busy. We ain't just laying around all day thinking about pussy. So
I think about pussy a lot. You think about me too. So.
You ain't think about pussy while you working. You ain't think about pussy like even now while we pie. We think about it now. I'm about to go home in a minute. But
I'm gonna dip out.
It's a lot that we do that don't even allow us to be thinking about sex. We working a lot. We making sure this cool, making sure that's cool. When we get a minute, I want some ass. But
satisfaction.
It's a lot good. That we do as businessman. It don't even allow us to be thinking about pussy.
Mm-hmm.
However, when it comes down to it, like you said, not only the amount of sex that I want, it's like, man, I need this. I need this. We need this.
We need this.
This gonna sound real weird right now. The kids need us to have sex.
I can understand.
Let me say it again.
That.
The kids need us to connect and be here with each other because I'll be a better father to them.
Hey, nigga, I am a phenomenal father after a nut and nap.
If
nigga,
you ain't
I
gonna
swear
do
to
it
God.
for me, do it for the kids.
Do it for the kids.
Do it for the kids. They fucking suffering. You know what I'm saying? I ain't letting up. I ain't got no. Cut that game off now instead of, yeah, man, go. I'll let you go for another hour.
Yeah, he's like, hey,
Me and your mom be upstairs.
you got one more, you got another hour. After that, knock out your chores, do that's the third, and then me and you get to hang out. Like,
Do it.
Okay.
Do it for the children.
yeah, man.
For the children, man. Chief, tell the people how they can reach you, man.
Hey, people out there, all the freedom speakers, you can follow me on IG at permission_speak freely podcast.
Straight up. And you can follow me, Layla the Most, on Instagram at Layla the Most, LAYLOE.THAMOS. Permission to speak. We out.